So it's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Klaus Romero up here for welcoming remarks. So he is our Chief Science Officer and Executive Director of Clinical Pharmacology for Critical Path Institute. So please join me in welcoming Klaus.
Hey, just testing that everybody can hear me,
yes,
especially online. So welcome everybody. This is a milestone. Not only are we coming back to at least a portion of the meeting to be in person after 2019, but you're going to see throughout the course of the next day and a half how RDCA-DAP has become what it is today. And what is it? It is an engine for collaboration. It's an engine for collaboration for the benefit of accelerating medical product development for the patients in need and their families. And it is fueled by data. Can you put up the graph? So when we came to the first meeting in September of 2019, we started with this graph. And this was the vision, this was the dream for this engine of collaboration that I just described, where the fuel of data would come in and it would be transformed into actionable and regulatory grade solutions to accelerate medical product development for rare diseases. That was the dream back then. We left the room with a tremendous amount of excitement and vision, and we got to work. And that meeting capped the decade, a decade that was filled with innovation and filled with collaboration, but we wanted to look forward to even more. And then the new decade started and the pandemic happened. But that same pandemic gave us some really valuable lessons, not only about resilience, but also about the human spirit and how we don't give up. And that big lesson is I think the biggest lesson that we're going to showcase today. The 2020 meeting happened all virtually. And as we try to keep the world going in a full remote environment, we forgot about skills that we had that were easy to have in-person meetings. And now we're learning the hard way how to come back to that world. But it is exciting. And then in 2021, the meeting was all about the official launch of the platform itself with the complete architecture that would start actually making the dream come true. And here we are today, back in person and with a platform that is functioning. And you'll see how the engine of collaboration is going beyond just RDCA-DAP, and you'll see how the platform is collaborating with many different other efforts, all focused on rare diseases, and how the acceleration of medical product development is actually happening. And so stay tuned for what's coming. This is, like I said, a very exciting time for us. And with that, I'll pass it on to my friend Ed. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Klaus. Can you hear me all right? Yes. I'm Ed Neilan. I'm the Chief Medical and Scientific Officer at NORD, the National Organization for Rare Disorders, a proud partner in setting up the RDCA-DAP alongside of C-Path and with the support and guidance also from the FDA. We're excited to be back here and in person. We're excited to be a part of the RDCA-DAP. I think I'll take a minute and just speak to the importance of the project. There's something unique about rare diseases, or there are many things that are unique about rare diseases. The most obvious is that there are only a few patients who are affected and only a few patients who can be studied. If you think about it, every major pharmaceutical company could stand up a study of atherosclerotic heart disease or migraine headaches at the same time, and they wouldn't run out of patients to enroll. But it's challenging to run one pivotal trial in most rare diseases. And so it's a special shame if data is collected on a rare disease and ends up getting siloed. The patients and the patient advocates want desperately for data that they contribute to be used to the fullest extent. And so we think it's vital that tools like RDCA-DAP exist for the rare diseases. RDCA-DAP is in a favorable and unique position with the support and really, to an extent, co-development by the FDA. So we think that this is really the prime locus in which rare disease data is ideally collected for collaboration. And as Klaus said, the RDCA-DAP is to some extent fueled by data. Today, you'll hear primarily from our C-Path colleagues about analytical tools that are being developed that are on board the platform and will help the data to be analyzed. You'll also hear a little bit from NORD colleagues like our Director of Research, Eliza Fink, about our efforts to help put data into the RDCA-DAP from patient-run natural history studies on the NORD IAMRARE registry platform. NORD has also worked to create an API which has automated the transfer of that data, making it more efficient. I look forward to a day when there are not only collaborations and tool and solution development driven by the principles of RDCA-DAP, which you'll hear illustrated today, but also when there is an increasingly large lake of data and third parties, patients, small biotechs, academics go in and explore that data and take new directions that we can't foresee right now today. So thank you for coming, and I'll leave the mic here for Teresa